Good day, Deep and Word family. Welcome to day 113 of our Bible study review. Today we're going through chapters 19 through 21 of 2 Kings. So right now we are just dealing with the southern kingdom of Judah because Israel has been exiled. They are dealt with at this moment. And right now we know that King Hezekiah, he has been taunted by the king of Assyria and his messengers. So now the scribes, the priests, and the elders of King Hezekiah come to him and relay the message from the king of Assyria. Hezekiah tore his clothes in agony, and now they are seeking the words of the prophet Isaiah. Yes, this is when he comes into play. And so Isaiah has a word from Yahuah to give to the king Hezekiah. Let's read it from verse 6 to verse 7. Thus you shall say to your master, thus says Yahuah, do not be afraid of the words that you have heard, with which the servants of the king of Assyria have blasphemed me. I am putting a spirit in him, and he will hear a report and return to his own land. Then I will cause him to fall by the sword in his own land. But the king of Assyria was still on his high horse, so he sent another letter to taunt King Hezekiah and to speak against Yahuah Elohim. And so King Hezekiah takes this letter, he spreads it out before Yahuah, he prays and he seeks an answer from his God. And so the word of Yahuah goes to the prophet Isaiah, and Isaiah has a word for King Hezekiah. He wants to assure him that he is well protected and that the king of Assyria has no place in Jerusalem. I want to read from verse 28. Because you have raged against me and your self-assuredness has come up to my ears, I will put my hook in your nose and my bridle on your lips, and I will turn you back on the way which you came. And I'm going to paraphrase from verses 32 through 34. He will not enter this city, for I will protect this city to save it, for my own sake and for the sake of my servant David. On that very night, it says that Yahuah struck the camp of the Assyrians, and the sons of the Assyrian king killed him, and one of his sons reigned in his place. Chapter 20 opens up and we see that King Hezekiah, he is ill and he's near death. And the word of Yahuah from the prophet Isaiah comes to Hezekiah, telling him to get his house in order. Whenever you hear those words, it is not a good thing. But Hezekiah, he prays to Yahuah. He sends up petition for his life. He reminds him, he goes, I have served you with my full heart. And scripture records that Yahuah heard him. And so the prophet Isaiah sent him word saying he will add 15 years to his life. Then we see that letters are sent from Babylon to see about the well-being of Hezekiah. And then Hezekiah welcomes them in and shows them everything that is in his house. Silver, gold, all the treasure. And then Isaiah confronts King Hezekiah and he says, who came to your house? And he tells him, Babylon, the king of Babylon and his son. And Isaiah asked King Hezekiah, what did you show them? And he was like, I showed them everything in my house. And Isaiah goes off. Well, it's really the word of Yahuah through the prophet Isaiah, but he calls it a foolish thing. And Yahuah sees that King Hezekiah is trying to make political alliances. But this backfires because we know Babylon is the one who carries Judah away. Let's read verses 16 through 18. Isaiah said to Hezekiah, hear the word of Yahuah. The days are coming when everything that is in your house and that of your fathers stored up until this day will be carried off to Babylon. Nothing will be left, says Yahuah. Some of your sons who go out from you, who will be born to you, will be taken away. They will be eunuchs in the place of the king of Babylon. At the end of chapter 20, we see that Hezekiah, he passes away and his son Manasseh reigns in his place. And in chapter 21, we see the legacy of King Manasseh. He is recorded as one of the most evil kings. He undoes all of the work of his righteous father. He worships the hosts of heaven. He builds up the Asherah poles, foreign altars in the house of Yahuah, and he makes his sons pass through the fire. Yes, sacrifices his sons to Molech. It says that he made Judah do more evil than the nations that were disposed before them. That's pretty bad. Let's read the words of Yahuah from verses 12 through 15. I am bringing evil on Jerusalem and Judah, such evil that the ears of whoever hears it will tingle. I will stretch over Jerusalem the measuring line of Samaria and the level of the house of Ahab, and I will wipe out Jerusalem as one wipes out a bowl, wiping it and turning it upside down. I will disregard the remnant of my inheritance and give them into the hand of their enemies. They shall become plunder and spoil for all their enemies, because they have done evil in my sight and provoked me to anger since the day their fathers came out of Egypt, even until this day. Manasseh is recorded to do so much evil and shed so much innocent blood, it's said that that blood covered the land from one end to the other. Essentially, it's a picture of filling up the cup of iniquity. The judgment has already been spoken and rendered, but it will not take place quite just yet. After Manasseh passes away, his son Ammon reigns in his place, but for a very short time because he's evil just like his daddy. His servants conspire and kill him. After Ammon, his son Josiah reigns in his place. Deep in Word family, that's all that I have for you today. Until tomorrow, Yah bless.